Well, we are starting to see some patchy fall color materialize across the mid-Atlantic and even here a little bit in Delmarva. Now, there's still a lot of green leaves out on the trees, but especially in parts of northern Delmarva, we're starting to see evidence now that patchy color is starting to become a little more common. And as we go forward, of course, this is going to fill in across the peninsula. We'll see many instances of patchy fall color going over the next couple of weeks. And it really isn't until the end of the month of October where we really start to see an abundance of fall color take shape. And by around 4 weeks, which is around the time when Halloween is in play, we should likely see some high color into the picture. And then we're still expecting peak color to take shape by the time we get to early November. Now, the weather is really quiet tonight, and it's going to stay that way going into tomorrow. Another really beautiful day is on tap. Plenty of sunshine, nice warm temperatures, high pressure large and in charge, which will continue to pivot towards the east and allowing for southerly winds to take hold. So we'll keep with the warm temperatures as we go forward over the next couple of days before a cold front moves through later this week, probably sometime Tuesday night into Wednesday. That's going to bring in some cooler temperatures later this week and a chance for some rain as well. So for tomorrow morning, we'll be starting off with temperatures in the lower 50s, maybe even a few upper 40s. Could be a few areas of patchy fog, and Futurecast is picking up on this pretty well. So just keep that in mind. Should be burning off by the mid-morning hours at around 9 a.m. or so, and we're pretty much giving way to full-on sunshine. It's going to be a glorious day. Temperatures in the upper 70s, close to 80 degrees. And Monday's going to be the same thing. Probably a couple more puffy clouds billowing on in during the afternoon. But other than that, another spectacular day. Lots of sunshine, temperatures in the upper 70s, close to 80 degrees. And that should be the case going into Tuesday. Another warm day with temperatures right around that 80-degree mark before that cold front begins to bring in some cooler temperatures Wednesday and especially into Thursday. We'll likely have highs stuck in the 60s all day. And you'll notice a little bit of humidity and stickiness to accompany the warmth on Tuesday just ahead of that cold front. And then the humidity drops like a rock Thursday into Friday with a much different air mass moving in the wake of that cold front. Now, the timing of this cold front, it's a little bit up in the air in terms of the exact details. For example, this depiction shows the front moving in Tuesday night into Wednesday morning with the rainfall basically moving out by the later afternoon hours on Wednesday, but then there's some indications that the rain may take a little bit slower to move out on other guidance. In other words, the afternoon and evening will be on the wet side. So we'll just be keeping an eye on the exact timing of this front. But either way, it does look like Thursday will be drying out. The sunshine will return and we'll get cooler temperatures to move in the wake of that front. So tonight will be a little bit on that cool side, but not as cool as last night, thinking 49 to 54 degrees with a clear sky and patchy fog developing later in the overnight. The marine forecast for tomorrow looking about as good as it gets with really calm waters out there. Marine interest should be good to go. Temperatures rising to the 70s will be good to get any activities in during the day, perhaps some apple picking, perhaps. Either way, anything outside is going to be great. 77 to 81 degrees. By the coastline, it will be a little bit cooler as expected. For the last day of the Country Calling Festival, they'll still going to be really nice out there. Temperatures in the lower 70s through the afternoon, dropping into the 60s later into the overnight towards the end of the event. So we got the showers for Wednesday and then the cooler weather for the back half of this week.